Okay.
I just love this show. It's just so awesome. I'm ready to get started. I'm about ready to do my thing. The show. Welcome to the show. Tonight, I have some phenomenal guests for you. You are going to love the show. Why? Because I said so. And if you haven't yet shared this broadcast with anybody, share, like, share it with your friends, share it with a friend of me. I don't care who you share it with, just share it and tell them to come on to the show because we've got some great news that you can use, some information that's going to help you because I am bringing inspiration to every nation. And I see you coming in. Come on in, come on in. And I want you, if you would, please, you don't have to get on your knees, but go ahead and put a number 1 in the comment below and let me know that you're here because we are ready to get started. This is going to be a phenomenal show. I've got 3 great powerhouses for you tonight, and you are going to love it. So come on in, come on in, come on in. Get in where you fit in because you always have room right here around my table. So I see you, Grace. Hi, good to see you. Good to see you. Let us know where you're coming from. Roshonda Granberry, how you doing? Good to see you. I think she's here from DC, but I'm not sure. And I'm happy that you're excited because I'm happy and excited for you too. So let us know where you're coming in. Milton Gore, all the way from Cali. Put it in the feed down below. Let us know where you're coming in from. And the remarkable speaker, Dwayne Walton, good to see you. Good to see you out of Atlanta, Georgia, and all the way. I'm going all the way over, y'all. I'm going all the way over to Ohio because I see Sean is in the place. And he got my face in the place, and his face is in the place. So it's good to see you. And of course, we have Angela Elton all the way from Washington, D.C. So it's good to see you. So come on in, get in where you fit in, because we are about to set this place on fire. I've got 3 dynamic people here for you tonight. So I'm ready to get started. How about you? If you're ready to get started, put a number 2 in the comment below, and we about to get this thing roaring and getting it started. All right, I love playing that for you. So I'm so happy that you're here. As you know, I'm always doing something that will help you, help yourself and your family and your friends, your frenemies, and even your coworkers and other loved ones enhance themselves and just step up to the next level. Well, I have for you tonight 3 powerhouses that are here to help you step up to the next level. And if you want to step up to the next level, I'm going to challenge you. If you want to step up to the next level, type in level, because the person that's getting ready to come on right now, she is the queen of motivation. She is the nonstop of I am enough. She is none other than the motivational queen, Wanda D. Hollis. What's going on, queen?
You got it, queen. You got it over there. And you know, in DC, holding it down. You holding it down.
I'm doing what I can. I'm just a squirrel trying to.
Nah. I ain't buying it. Not at all. I'm so glad that you let me come in the room today. I've been trying to get in this room. I tell you, it's hard to get in this room, y'all. When y'all get in this room, y'all better make the most of it. So
only because I have awesome people like Wanda D. Hollis, the motivational. Come on, Wanda, do it for us one time. That's what I'm talking about. So, you know,
Yes.
Wanda, I got to tell you, Wanda, we got folks chiming in from all over the place.
I see.
Yo, I'm telling you, but look, we got some other folks up. Yeah, they trying to level up too. We got some other folks on the broadcast tonight. Wanda, should we let them know who else we got?
We should let them know.
We should let them know.
Let them come on in.
We
And
should let them know.
we should let them know.
I think we should bring the icing in the middle of the cookie. What you think?
The icing in the middle of the cookie.
In the middle of the cookie. Because not only is he phenomenal, not only does he places courage over fear, but he teaches us to be like what?
Like unstoppable.
So welcome,
Mr. Unstoppable.
What's going on, Ted?
Hey. It is an unstoppable day. Anytime you with Lotus Riché. What's up?
So good to be
Come
here.
on, let's get the party started.
I checked out the show earlier and it was awesome, outstanding, and simply unstoppable. So I'm happy you are here today with me. But T, I told Wanda you are the cream, the icing in the middle.
And you know what they say. When you think about the Oreo cookie, well, for this show, we're gonna have to think about the double Oreo cookie. You know, we got the black on one side, the black on the other side, and the blacker on the other side. But you know what they say, the best thing about an Oreo cookie is the good stuff is on the inside.
On the inside.
On the inside. Oh my.
No, we got the inside. Now we got to get what connects it all.
Yes.
We got to get what connects it all. So I see Grace saying yay. So yay. Grace wants us to bring in Miss Connector, none other than Miss
She Exists.
That's
Janelle
right.
Harris.
Yes, she
Oh, she come in with the beatbox. She come in with the beatbox.
Come on.
Y'all a mess. I love it.
Y'all know how it is. Y'all know what we do on our special broadcast for you. We are so happy to have all of you here tonight on our show. We come together each and every week to uplift your spirits in the mid of this mess of this stress they call COVID-19. So absolutely, like we always say, ain't no stopping us now. So we're here tonight. We're going to talk to you for a while and help lift you up. So if you didn't come here to be excited, be ignited, to understand you need to step into your territory because you're a winner and you need to always wake up winning because you're unstoppable, then you in the wrong place tonight.
They got to get out.
They got to get out. They got to get out. They got to get out.
Right. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the yeah.
So look,
Grace says she want to dance with us.
I know.
Come on, Grace.
Turn up the music. You ready, Grace? Let's go.
And I love it when y'all play my theme song all the time. Hello.
Come on, Grace. We playing this one for you.
Come on, Grace. Come on. We're going to teach you the two-step.
That's right. And if you don't know, I don't own the rights to this music, but guess what? This is McFadden and Whitehead, and ain't no stopping us now. You see what I'm saying? I don't own the rights to it, but guess what? Make sure you give them some love. Wanda dropping that positive energy. Now, like we say on Lotus Riché Ignites, when you come in the house, drop that positive energy. A friend of me, your grandma, your brother, drop that positive energy. There we go. So, Grace, we want to dance with you for a little bit. We wanted to dance. See, that's how we do it, y'all. That's how we do it on the show.
I'm sorry, Grace, throw some money in here because you didn't make me work hard for it, Grace.
Right, cash
You
out.
made me work hard for it. Give it up. Give it up right now. Woo, my calf muscles hurting. My buttocks is hurting. Come on, Grace.
Hey, we got, look, if your buttocks hurt, we got a doctor in the building, Dr. Tam all the way from Baltimore.
Tam.
Tam, what's good with you? It's always good to see you. It's always good to see you. Oh my gosh. So tonight, folks, we are so happy to have you. You know, I'm here with the best of the best of the best right here. With the crew here tonight. And some of you may be just meeting my wonderful guest tonight for the first time. If you're meeting my guest for the first time tonight, I'm going to tell you who I have. The CEO of She Exists, the connector, Janelle Harris. Are you here?
I'm here. Hey. Thank you for having me again. This is what, our third week, right?
Yes, this is our third week.
Wow.
It's our third week.
Beautiful.
So, and if you guys don't know this other CEO,
It's our fourth.
she is the CEO of I Am Enough, and she's analytical. She like, wait, we can't count, y'all. Janelle, did you pass math?
Where's the fifth week?
Yeah, okay.
Look, I'm having so much fun. Who's counting?
The CEO of I Am Enough and Wake Up Winning, the Wake Up Winning Evening News. And just, she got so many, I couldn't fit it in. They only give y'all enough places to write. But if you need some motivation, and you're going to be motivated tonight, the motivational Woo! Wanda D. Collins is at the top of your screen right next to me.
I'm the bad one.
Yeah. She tell it like it actually is. So, in our Mister with the U right on the top of his chest.
Yeah.
Nothing less but the best, Mr. Terrence Lethbridge, Mr. Unstoppable himself, the CEO of Unstoppable Coaching.
Yes. Humbled to be the man in the middle. Yes.
In the middle. That's right. That's right. Mr. Unstoppable himself. I love it. So tonight, as you know, we're going to discuss 19 ways to make money amid the COVID virus. Okay. So make sure you have your pen and your pad. Okay. Because if you don't have your pen and your pad, you're going to miss something, because Terrence Lethbridge always says this. T, hit him with it.
Let's Lotus.
What a segue.
T, hit him with it.
Hit him with it. I hit him over the head. You know, why settle for less when you can be unstoppable? That's one of the things I say. But you know what? We're going to turn obstacles into opportunities. We are not going to let this, and I'm not going to even give the name any credence anymore. And hopefully y'all won't give this any credence for the rest of this show, because it's a small C, it ain't a big C, because that means it's a small situation, not a big obstacle. And that's how you got to look at it. When you change your mind, you change your situation. And we're going to give you 19 different ways to hopefully change your situation. So if you're ready to change your situation, I want you to put a 3. Now, I want you to put a 4 for this dynamic quartet of quality entertainment that we have on here tonight. Put a 4 in the feed if you are ready for 19 ways that not only change your life, but hell, I think it might even save your life.
Amen. You said it. So we're looking at, somebody put a 3 and a 4. So thank you.
That's Angela. Angela be on it.
See, Angela is spiritual, because she knows 3 + 4 equals what?
7.
That's right.
And note takers are money makers.
Yes, note takers are money makers. So we got some 4 streaming in. So that's what I'm talking about. We got folks all the way over here, all the way from Cali. So this is how we get down on this side. Okay. But we actually on your side, because you're viewing us in your laptop, your iPad, your phone. I don't know. But this is how we do what we do as we bring inspiration to you. So tonight we are going to be just blowing you up with some great things because like Wanda said, note takers are what?
Money makers.
So shake what your mama gave you and make this
Ooh,
money.
really? Shake what your mama gave you. Shake what your mama gave you. Shake what your mama gave you.
I can't do y'all. Y'all is wild. Y'all too wild.
So, tonight, as we talk about, somebody put 3, 4, and 7.
All right, Sean. Yeah, Sean.
I like that right there. Nikki jumped on it.
Nikki Hammer, Chi-Town's finest.
All right.
What we gonna do?
We gotta calm down.
Yeah, I know it's hard. We get together, y'all.
You know, we've been in isolation for, as Wanda corrected us, we've been in isolation for 4 weeks, y'all.
Yeah, we've been in isolation for 4 weeks, y'all.
Yeah, this is our 5th show.
Woo! Our 5th show.
Wow,
so if you have come back, you know, to join us on our show. And hey, Grace said, she said, I can't understand you. I'm laughing. LOL.
We with you.
I can't understand them either, Grace.
Join the club. Oh, them. Oh, okay.
No. What it is, we get like this where we don't have any meetings during the week. So whose fault was that?
Ooh.
We didn't do a Zoom.
Oh, ain't no shame in this house.
Tattletale. You just figured out who the tattletale was.
Here we go. Reel it back.
Reel it back.
Reel it back. So I know you guys are like, they are laughing, they're cracking up. That's right. You know why? Because we want to make sure that tonight you enjoy yourself. A lot of people are having headaches. They're just not doing well. And they're not doing well mainly because of all this rhetoric about COVID-19. Many people have lost their lives. Many people are sick. And it has affected many of us, even some of us on this platform. It has affected us directly. So tonight, we just want to bring you some joy, and we will be laughing off and on all night because that's what we do. Because as Janelle say, the energy here is bananas. So what I'm going to do, we're going to share 19 tips with you on how you can make money right from the comfort of your home. And if you have any tips to share, or even if you're an entrepreneur and you have a job that you want to extend to someone online, don't hesitate to put it in the thread below because we want to know so we can help somebody else get in the know. So tonight we're going to start off and we're going to keep the icing in the middle. We're going to start off with none other than the top of the top, Miss Motivational Queen herself, and she's going to give us some tips, and then we're going to go right around the circle, and then we just going to come off the top. Y'all know what come off the top mean?
Come off the top.
Come off the top. Come off the dome.
Come off the dome.
Come off the dome. So
that's just me and Wanda, though, right?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot y'all dome buddies. That's an inside joke. So
the gates to the asylum are open.
Amen. So as we move, because we about to give Wanda the platform. Hey D Bowen, good to see you. Good to see you. So we're about to kind of slide over to the right or to the left.
Slide to the left. Slide right. See, that's why we can't get nothing done. We want to dance. We want to dance. That's what we want to do. We want to dance.
We want to. I'll play some music. We're gonna take a break later.
Everybody, clap your hands.
For real.
Follow me.
If this was a script, oh my God.
I know, right? I know. And I love that song, Follow Me. That's my song.
Yes.
That's my song. Okay, but
ways.
Oh, God.
but here we go. Here we go. We're gonna start off up top. Okay, and we're gonna start off up top with the motivational queen herself, Wanda D. Hollis. And Wanda's gonna talk about, you know, different ways that you can help yourself make money from home. So I'm going to put a couple of things up there. And if you have ways that people can make money at home, again, put it in the feed below because we want to know. All right.
Awesome. So let's talk about a couple of ways. And one thing I want to show y'all, because I brought some show and tells tonight. So if that's okay.
Awesome. Show and
tell. I want to say first, when you think about this shift, you should always stay connected with your passion. So don't start trying to do something that you just definitely do not like to do. So always stay in alignment with who you are, you know, and that's with everything, no matter, you know, what it is in life. So I want to show y'all these shoes because my daughter just ordered some shoes and she's blinging them out. So as you can see, this is the shoe. This is the shoe original. These Nikes came in. This is for my granddaughter, and she's blinging these out. Like here, you can see these. So she's going to be selling these shoes. This is like a project to where she can make money at home in the comforts of her home. She ordered all of this online. So I'm speaking to those crafty individuals, those patient individuals. This is one great money maker. You could take a pair of $15 shoes and turn them into $45 shoes very easily. I know a lot of our bling-nistas like to be bling bling, that they'll pay for these shoes, and you can do them, you know, whatever you want to. So that's just one way talking about products. I have a bracelet here that represents another person that's real crafty, that they make jewelry. They make these are stones. So not only is this material good for your energy, it's also a good looking product. My cousin makes these. So that's one way in a nutshell, is making things that you can sell and then talking about how to sell them. Now, because we are restricted to this situation of being at home, you want to make sure that you get your store set up properly. And there's a lot of different ways you can set up a store. You can take your website, you can create a back funnel on that to create a shopping basket. You can create an outside store. You know, you have your Etsy's and your different platforms that you can go to. You also can connect products on your Amazons and your eBays. These are stores that you can create to bring products to. So once you make your own product, you know, this gives you 100% control. Plus it's a specialty item. So who likes to be, you know, people like to have their own specialty thing going on. So now you have made your product and you're online. But let me tell you, so on your online store, you can also do affiliate marketing. So you can bring products that don't belong to you and put them inside that store as well. So that's another opportunity of making money online. So now you have your products that you made personally, then you have your products that you bring in your affiliate marketing, and you have one central location. So can I just talk a little bit about this one central location?
Please.
So in this one central location, you're then, and this is a teaching moment. So I want all of our money makers, our note takers to understand this. You have to capitalize on one sale and turn one sale into multiple sales, or then move people into funnels. You know, that's a buzzword, funnels. I'm old school. Funnels for me were index cards. You know, that's a funnel. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes people, I find people trying to overcomplicate things, trying to get into systems that they don't really know how to manage. Keep it simple, but those funnels are great. But to keep it simple, just every sale you make, put it on an index card, label the index cards from A to Z, drop that name down in there with a date, and then therefore you can reach back out to them. You can send them personalized thank you notes. You can, I'm giving y'all a lot of information, Lotus, so just, you know, to stop me when I get too much going here.
No,
but I just feel like this is all a part of the process, you know. I am a coach, and what I like to do is tell people how to take one product and create different streams of income within that one product. So if you have this one back office that you're focused on, then here you are. You brought into your affiliate market, you brought into your own personal product that you've made, and now you're going to keep up with your customers by asking them questions. It might be one question of, hey, when's your birthday? So now you put them on a birthday list, and then you send them a nice little birthday card, you know. Somebody said 32 touches. Yeah. When I was in real estate, we learned, I learned a lot about the touching situation. Yes. To keep your face in front of them. It's like when you see the McDonald's commercials, you see them over and over and over and over again. It's like, I know McDonald's, but it doesn't matter. You're going to keep seeing them over and over and over again. So in your store, you have created this, this funnel that you can stay in touch with people, because that's very important to go beyond just creating products. Think about long-term thing of, I have a customer. How much money did it take you to procure that customer? But what's more important is you maintain that customer. So
one quick question, Wanda. Can you elaborate again on the 32 touch? Because I put the 32 touch in there because one, it works. But two, you can really explain it because, like you said, you were in real estate and you know all about it. Can you tell them maybe 4 different touches that come from the 32 touch?
Okay, so a touch, of course, is your initial marketing, you know, and then you close the sale. So then you have follow-ups, and you have multiple follow-ups. So I would say in terms of being able to do your touches, you have to gather information. And I would do that on the front end with a what do you call it? With a questionnaire, you know. So depending on who you're marketing to, different questionnaires. Like, for example, this is for the coaches out here that's in the space of coaching, and you might add on another product. So I coach, and then I also do book writing and do book workshops. So for me gathering that first customer the first time, it's just like, do you want to do, and then you start listing certain things. Do you want to write a book? Do you want, you know, do you want to learn how to design cars? Whatever your niche is, you're gathering data. So now when you do these touches, it's a touch, maybe it's your anniversary. Hey, congratulations, the kids are growing, moving out. Again, in real estate, it was the average client stays in a house for 5 years. So you want to make sure that you stay top of market, top of mind to them. So when they get ready to move out of that house, that they'll talk to you and not to somebody else that they met in a grocery store or whatever. So it's keeping in front of people. And those are your touches that you constantly do. Figure out, how can I call you? Another touch is, if you're business to business, a great touch is stopping by the business and saying things like, hey, I was in the area, bringing them something, you know, maybe like your holiday touches. If you're into the holidays of, say, Valentine's Day, that's not just for your sweetie, that's for your businesses and your business owners that you may do B2B with. So you can send them a calendar, bring them a fruit basket, you know, and you're familiar with like the receptionist. So you know that this is her birthday coming up. So you do touches that maybe not directly to the person that you do business, but the what do you call them? The receptionists and the secretaries, those are the gatekeepers. So those are the people that you really want to stay connected with. So they'll keep you in the know as a business professional. And So those are the things, Lotus, that you for our viewers, that you want to make sure that the key thing is that you keep gathering information, that you keep gathering data on the people that you are doing business with. The key is to formulate a relationship. So those relationships will take you much further than a sale ever did. It's not about the one sale. It's about the creating the relationships and keep moving with the relationships. So Lotus, you want?
Fantastic. I'm happy you said that. And we have some of our guests like Phyllis Weaver out of North Carolina. She put 32 touch as well. And for those of you that got what Wanda just said about the 32 touch, and you're going to use it to help you make more money, put 32 in the comment below. Put 32 in the comment below. And if you haven't gotten your notepad and you haven't gotten your pen just yet, I'm going to take a sip. You know why? Because I'm going to give you some time to get your notepad and get your pen, because we doing more than just dropping positive energy. We are dropping knowledge. So I encourage you to do that. So yes, Wanda, please go ahead with the next part of
that.
And then following you, we'll get the cream in the middle on the top.
Okay, great. So for some of us that are in the space of coaching, I just want to say that, you know, this might seem like this is a good time, yet it can be a not so good time, depending on what your product is and what your I would say mode of doing business. So if you're in the space of doing a lot of speaking engagements, then this is a time where you have to pull back from the speaking engagements and put other things in place. And I know somebody else is going to be talking about that, so I won't talk about that. This is the thing: when you're first, you can talk about everything. But talking about the memberships that you can be starting right now at home within your different groups. And it could be whether you're selling merchandise, you can have a membership that you create. Again, I'm talking about that one product creating a whole bunch of stuff. So whether you're in the space of coaching or selling product or doing B2B, you can still start memberships. And your membership will look like a small buy-in. They're seeding you money, and then you're dropping them information, you know, or you're giving them discounts to certain things, or you might have a box that they're receiving every 30 days. You know, say for instance, you're making lipstick or you're making lip glosses, and I became a member of your lipstick club. Now you're giving me lipsticks once a month. And the way that it's always set up is they never know what they're going to get. So it helps you out as a person that's selling the product, because now you don't have to promise them things that you may not get. But because they're a member, they're just excited about getting that box. And keep in mind, people, that we have to be so excited. That's why we have such a fun time on here. It's because we all love what we're doing. So we're so excited, and that excitement will spill off into your clients or customers. So they're excited when they get that box. So that's membership. And my last thing that I want to share with the gang tonight is host parties. You can host a party online and get paid to host a party, especially if you have a dynamic platform, you know, like a Lotus Riché platform, an Unstoppable, a She Exists platform, I Am Enough talk show platform. You can host a party and charge people to come in to participate. These are just different things that you do. And I would like to say this last thing: everybody that sells anything should have their own broadcast. Period. Hands down. And this is the perfect time to say for instance, in my store, I would include my books in my store, and then you take that, and this is the perfect time. It doesn't physically probably pay you right away, but this is the perfect time for branding. You're not asking for anything, but you're letting people know exactly who you are and what you do. every single time. So I am the motivational queen, your wake up winning coach, helping entrepreneurs get to the next level in their life, mostly in business. That's my space, business. Somebody else can figure out your personal problems. I just want to work with you in business, and that's what we do. We broadcast probably mostly every day a week in different areas, giving you, what hopefully the things that you can apply and put into action right away. Lotus, take it away.
Arigato gozaimasu. So for those of y'all that don't speak Japanese, that means thank you very much. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. So thank you for sharing that. That was super powerful, super dynamic. And so I know you guys got value from that. And since I know you got value, I know it. Do you know it? If you know you got value, go ahead and put a 6 down below. Put a 6 down below to let us know you got value. And before you step off, Miss Motivation, I want to just say that Grace said, I love your energy and vibe. So thank you so much, Grace.
Thank you, Grace.
And also we got a 6 in the house. See, Angie, be on it. Y'all, we know you got value from it. So go ahead and put a 6 in the comment below. And guess what? If you did not share, like, and start a watch party, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and share, like, and start a watch party, because now you think Wanda D. Hollis blew your socks off. I got Mr. Motivational, like Mr. Unstoppable, rip your shirt off coming up next. So Mr. Unstoppable.
What up? What up? What up? Yes.
What good.
I know you wanted to say motivational kinging. So ain't no shame in my game. I just put it on out there. Every queen needs their king. And so, on this show, we got all of them. We even got some court jesters. I ain't naming no names, but that's all right. So, she stole my thunder. She took 2.
Yeah, she did, didn't she?
Of my 5.
You know what she was doing.
Just go sit in the corner, Wanda.
Doing that.
Okay, I'm over there. I'm moving out the way.
So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to speak on just what I think is really the important thing out of the 5 that I was going to speak on anyway right now. In this time of isolation, if you want to really make more money, then here's the equation. And someone way smarter than me told me this, and I'm going to tell it to you so that you will know as well. If you want to make more money, then here's the equation. You've got to serve more before you can sell more. Let me say that again for the note takers, money makers. You've got to be willing to serve more in order to sell more. The greatest book ever written, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people agree with me, it says, give and it shall be given unto you. Good measures, shaken, spread all around.
Ooh, hallelujah.
Like ITS.
What does that mean? That means, if you are stuck, if you are stopped right now, it's probably because you're only thinking about yourself and not thinking about others. And in business, if you want to stay in business, you got to think about others. You got to think about your customer. You got to think about your clients. You got to think about your employees. You got to think about your ambassadors of your business. So how do you give more? Well, here's one way. Just before I came on this show, I do my show, the Unstoppable Story Show. And we have a special segment that we try to do every month called the Unstoppable Author Showcase. And what that does is that gives those up and coming or even those seasoned authors the ability to get their message out to the masses. Because the 4 of us on this show, we know how hard it is to get on a show, much less to have your own shows. We know how much it costs. We know how many doors you got to knock on. We know how many other doors you got to kick down to get to the person who gets you next to the person who's going to put you in front of the person that hopefully will let you take your book and hit it into the stratosphere. But we offer you a low-cost opportunity because we want to what? We want to give you the opportunity to get your message out. Because if you get your message out and we helped you get your message out, then by default, what are you going to do? Hopefully, you're going to get our message out.
Exactly.
What goes around comes around. So in this spirit of isolation, in this spirit of chaotic times, let's just call it what it is. What have you really seen? You've seen a lot of the devastating news, but then you've seen the winning news. You've seen those people who have nothing, but whatever they've had, they've given. You've had people on TV and on video where, you know, they didn't have money to give, but they could drive down their block and honk their horns and say happy birthday to the 5-year-old girl who couldn't have her birthday party. Or you've got the dad who couldn't send his daughter to prom, so he brought prom to his daughter and set it up in his own house. He gave his daughter an experience that no amount of money can buy.
And you gave us an experience, though. You gave us the Unstoppable nightclub a couple of weeks ago.
Club Unstoppable, because you know we need more dancing. We need more laughter. That's why we just cracking up and losing our damn mind on this show right now, because that's what you need. You need. We're giving you an outlet. We're giving you, like we gave Grace. We gave Grace permission to get up and dance. We gave somebody else permission to act a fool in their own house. We can't see you. We won't tell. But we're giving, and somebody, when this too shall pass, somebody's going to come back to me, or somebody's going to come back to Lotus, or somebody's going to come back to Janelle, or they're even going to come back to Wanda, and they're going to say thank you. And you know how they're going to say thank you? They're not only going to say thank you with their mouth, but they're going to say thank you with their pocketbook.
Amen.
So if you want to sell more, whatever it is that you sell, whether you sell the new mask that you just got on your sewing machine and pulled the dust off of it and learned how to do something you already knew how to do over again, they're going to say thank you. Whether you call Domino's and you let the 12 people at Domino's continue to work by ordering a pizza, or ordering 5 pizzas, or ordering 10 pieces and sending it over to your local hospital to help our nurses and our doctors and our custodians and all the people who are keeping the hospitals clean. Don't count them out either. If you just gave 10 pizzas there, they're going to say thank you. So the most important thing is, in this time of isolation, recognize that if you serve more, you're going to sell more.
So I wanted to ask you a question, because you brought up some wonderful things. You talked about a great way to make money right in isolation, if you will, is to write a book.
Absolutely.
So can you tell people a little bit about why it's so important to write a book?
Your story, let's put it into perspective. What we're going through right now, somebody who's gone through this moment is going to write a book about it. Why? Because in their story, there's probably the cure for COVID. In their story, there probably is the miracle of overcoming COVID. In their story is probably how I made it over when I thought I was going under. The point is, your story is not just for you. What you went through is not just for you. Hell, it may have absolutely nothing to do with you, but you were just the vessel that was used to get this story out. And books have that ability to get messages out that entertain us, that inform us, that give us the cure for cancer, and that give us the solitude and the comfort in a time like these. And we need those books, whether it's a digital book or whether it's still the physical book. Somebody needs that distraction that comes from that book. Somebody needs that trip to a faraway land that they can't go to right now because they can't leave their house. You might not be able to physically go, but that book allows you to let your mind go. And wherever the energy goes, you know what this rest says. So that's the importance of writing a book. And you will be of service to somebody else who has no other outlet. And again, what did I just say? If you serve more,
you'll sell more.
You sell more. So another thing that, Terrence, you were talking about, I want to touch on that. But before I touch on that, I want to look at some of the comments because the comments are great. And I like that Wanda shared it on the outside. See, Wanda work hard for the money. She double duty. And everyone has
you trying to get back at my good
book inside them. Everyone has a book inside them. And that's true. And Phyllis Weaver, super coach Phyllis Weaver, she was on the show last week. And Phyllis Weaver, all the way out of North Carolina, she says, giving from your heart. And that is really critical. You got to give from your heart. You know, you can't do it just because you're trying to make $1. Because if you do what you love will make way for all the money in the world. But you first got to get out there and do what you love. So thanks.
Absolutely. One of my mentors from afar, Delatoro McNeil, he says there is the possibility of where you can make a difference and make $1 at the same time. But
absolutely,
look how I phrased it. I didn't say make the $1 and make the difference. I said make the difference, then make the $1. If you can make a difference, if you can solve somebody's problem, if you can be the aspirin to somebody's headache, then you're going to make a difference in their lives. And then people pay for people who can make a difference in their lives.
And Nikki Hammer, hey, Nikki Hammer, good to see you. Let us know where you're coming from. Put down in the comment below where you're here from. Nikki said, like Coach T said, before you're the only one who can tell your own story. Like you're the only one.
Absolutely. Nobody can tell it like you. Not even twins. Not even twins can tell the same story. Yeah, you have some similarities, but your story is still your story. I could write down my story and I could give it to Janelle, and Janelle could tell my story that I wrote on paper. But guess what? It would just be Janelle reading my story. But when I tell my story, see, Janelle spoke to you she spoke from her head to your head. When I tell my story, when you tell your story, you speak from the heart. And what happens when you speak from the heart? It goes to the heart.
That's right. That's right. So I wasn't trying to blank out anybody, but I wanted to give you an up close shot because I really want you to say that.
Okay. Mic check, mic check. I hope you guys can hear me. I think we lost some audio there, but what I was saying is that, you know, your book, when you write your book, when you tell your story, it's going to touch somebody that me telling your story would never do. You know, we all host shows here on this show, and we have people that come on, and we could do shows and never have a guest. We could just say, hey, this book is by Wanda Hollis, and this is how to be a motivational queen. And she gives you 3 tips on how to be a motivational queen. Go out and get the book. And it'll fall like a flat balloon. But when you bring Wanda on and you say, hey, Wanda, talk about your book about being a motivational queen, and she hits you with that passion and she hits you with that purpose, man, books just fly off like hotcakes.
Amen. Amen.
That's the difference between me writing your book and you writing your book. Now, don't get it twisted. If you need help writing your book, then I'm your guy. Unstoppable Coaching Services will help you we'll get it out of your head and get it into the book so you can get it out to the masses with your message, because where does your message belong? It belongs to the masses.
And quick thing, Milton Gore, all the way out of California. He's an excellent guy. If you need to get your logos done, anything like that, this is the guy all the way out of Cali. And Milton, put your stuff down below. He's done stuff for just so many motivational speakers and authors throughout the country. So put your information down below, because you took the time to come all the way over here. And I love what you said. Everyone wants to hear your story. That's exactly what Mr. Unstoppable says. So Mr. Unstoppable just not saying it. I'm not just saying it. Janelle not just saying it. The motivational queen is not just saying it. Someone all the way on the other side of the world is saying it. Okay. So somebody definitely wants to hear your story. And guess what? Phyllis said, she hear you. She hear you. Nikki Hammer said, Coach T already said Chi-Town, aka Chicago, in the beginning of the show.
Building.
In the building. You in the building.
In the building.
And by the way, I'm doing a watch party on my page, and we got Cindy Lou Miller watching us all the way from New Zealand. Y'all say international, baby? Yes.
International, baby.
International, baby.
And your gentleman who just did the comment, he touched on something that was one of my other tips. Being a graphic designer, Lotus has this nice graphic that just covered up all our heads at the beginning of the show. I mean, this nice graphic that started out the show, and there's this nice graphic behind me that my graphic designer did. But what do we do with our graphic designers? We
go worldwide.
Exactly. We collaborate. And what I want you to think about during this time of isolation is, how can you collaborate? How collaborate? Service.
Like, we're collaborating right now.
Absolutely. Exactly. Four of us, we are in perfect harmony.
Ebony.
For the great
Ivory. Oh my God.
Harmony. Side by side.
Janelle, put your hands up.
Don't be bougie, Janelle.
Don't be bougie, Janelle. Put your hands up.
Collaborate with people, and let's break out that collaboration. Being the only man on the group, I can speak from a male perspective. Men don't like to collaborate. We weren't born and bred that way. Right. We were born and bred with the ideal of self-made, or pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. And if you've got to ask somebody else to help you to do something, then you're less of a man. But here's the one thing I know, and I learned this from another man. And see, the thing about it is, you got to be around wiser men, smarter men. You got to seek counsel from people who are where you're trying to go. And the only way you can do that is not in a spirit of competition, but in a spirit of collaboration.
That's right.
If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with somebody who can get you there. And that's the whole point of the collaboration. So you can collaborate on a book. I did an anthology called You Are Unstoppable, Moving from Past to Purpose. I made 7 first-time authors off of that one book. Lotus was in an anthology with over 100 other authors from across the world. Guinness Book World Record. And she couldn't have done that by herself. You wouldn't get the Guinness Book World Records by having one book. But when you have over 135 people in one book at the same time, they give you a listen. And you is somebody.
You is.
Collaboration. Collaborating. Like this. Shows like this. We've got Janelle, She Exists tribe in the building. You got the Unstoppable tribe in the building. You got the Igniting tribe in the building. And you got the Motivational Queens tribe in the building. When you put those tribes together, that's no longer a tribe. That is a nation, y'all.
Nation, y'all.
Out of collaboration. So,
so listen, we want to hit this thing too, Terrence, because you talked about starting their own show, and a lot of folks have collaborated, and there are people right here on this broadcast that are chiming in that I've told, start your own podcast, start your own show, and get that show monetized. Why? Because Terrence gonna tell you why.
Because you should be tired of asking people if you could be on their stuff. I know I got tired of it. You know, I've been doing this. I've been coaching since 2009. And when you started out being a coach, and the first thing you was picking up the phone, can I coach you? Can I give you some free coaching?
Yeah.
Can I give you some free coaching?
Yeah.
Can you let me know about someone else who needs some coaching? That's all I was doing. That's all I was doing. And then I became a speaker. Can I speak on your stage? Can I come to your event? Can I speak at your school? Can I speak at your church? Can I do Bible study? And then, you know, and it just gets frustrating. And you don't want to keep putting yourself in a position where you got to ask somebody else for you. You've got to know your own worth. And when you know your own worth, you know that you don't have to ask anybody to be on their platform, because you now can learn how to create your own platform. Right. I got my own book. I got my own podcast. I got my own live stream broadcast. I've done my own live events. And guess what? I didn't have to ask nobody to do it. Exactly. But guess what the other thing is? People ask me, can I be a part of your next book? Can I be on your radio show? Can I come on your live stream broadcast? Can I be a part of your next event? And learning how to start your own show and monetize it now gives you not only the power, but it gives you the platform. Somebody better put that in their notes and remember that. Have the power when you have the platform. No platform, no power. A platform, a power. A platform for power and for purpose. Start your own thing. And that's what we teach you how to do. We teach you how to create your own events, no matter whether it's something that's as small as starting a telesummit. What's a telesummit? It's just a telephone conference. It's just a phone number. It's just you tell people, you connect people to your conference call, and you share your content. And if you think you can't get paid from telesummit, talk to the other 3 ladies on this call. They've done it. They've made money off of it. You can too. And then you build from there. You build from a one event to the next event, to the next event. And then you take the other tip I gave you. If you're not ready for the next event, then you get someone to collaborate who's done that next event. Now you bringing in their people and bringing in your people, and now they become our people. And over and over, and as the commercial said, and so on, and so on, and so on. But it all starts. This is something that you can do now while you're in isolation. This is something that you can do with your pad and your pen. What's the 2 things you need to put on this pad and pen? What do I know that can be the aspirin to somebody's headache? Number 2, how am I going to tell them?
I love that. I love that. And I'd like, if you would, can you tell them about the aspirin before we shift? Can you tell them about the aspirin just in case they missed it?
The aspirin. You're hurting. Somebody is hurting mentally right now because they don't know how to function in isolation. Dr. Janelle, and I'm speaking life into her situation, Dr. Janelle knows how to let you know that you no longer have to exist in isolation. You can step out into brand new territories. Exactly. She's aspirin to somebody's headache.
She's aspirin. She's aspirin. And so I think that we should bring the connector back. What you think?
I think so too. Connect the dots.
Wanda, you think we need to connect the dots? Because we a little past the top of the hour. So if y'all want us to connect the dots, put in D-O-T, put in the dots. And while we putting in the dots, we about to do this right here.
This was my jam.
Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Man, I did this on a cruise. I did a karaoke cruise, 12-minute version. I almost lost my life.
Oh my goodness. Remember, this one songs was at least 10 minutes.
Put the needle on the record. Put the needle on the record. Put the needle on the record.
Put the needle on the record. All right. So if y'all want to hear the connector come, I want to see some dots. Put the dots up there.
Put the dots up there.
Keisha said dot. Milton said dot. Nikki said dot. Roshonda said dot.
Dot.
So now we about to bring the aspirin for your pain. She exists, Janelle
Harris.
Styling and profiling.
So, if you were wondering why I was wearing a mask, because someone by the name of Sean Saxton was creative. And when it was mandatory that Floridians had to put on masks, she went ahead and bought some fabric. She didn't even have a sewing machine, and she created some masks. If you can see some masks. Beautiful. This is Miracle's mask right here. And then she created a Wakanda mask right here. And she's selling these for $5. So she was creative. She, out of her busy schedule, she's still working. And she's like, you know, how can I be an asset to the community? And she went ahead and created some masks. So that's one of the ways that we can actually utilize the situation, what we're going through, and make some masks. Now, for all the young entrepreneurs, how many of the young boys love sneakers? I mean, their whole closets is full of brand new sneakers. They purchase a new sneaker on Monday. As soon as another new sneaker come out, they purchase, and they have a full closet of sneakers. You can do eBay. You can sell your sneakers, especially during this time. There's people out of jobs. You can be creative and sell some sneakers. By the way, Wanda, those sandals were beautiful. I like those slippers.
Yeah.
Then you may not be an entrepreneur. You might be in the corporate world. You can actually create some blogs for other companies. You might be a writer. You're not really, technical savvy, or in the entrepreneur world, but you like to write. So you can think of being creative and start blogging for companies. Then you might be just in retail, customer service. You can actually do surveys for different companies and get paid at home. So these items here are specifically for the people that love the 9 to 5, because we can't knock the 9 to 5, and they're not entrepreneurs, but they want to think of ways to make money until they get back to work. So you can Airbnb. If you have a home and you have support, you want to go to someone else's home and rent out your home during this time, you can do that for making extra income. So those are different ways to make money. Now, Wanda hit a lot of things on the nail. She was creative. She was on point. Pain points, bottlenecks, benchmarks, they all add up. Terrence, you talked about giving. So pretty much you all covered all the bases. One of the things that I did, Terrence, Lotus, Wanda, I look up to you guys dearly. You guys are my inspiration, motivate. And we have fun coming together. One of the things that I designed and created while I was home was the She Exists platform. And I said, what can I do for the leaders? We're pretty much like the eye, ears for everybody. We have the whole media perspective, and we're like, hey, what are we going to do? We're looking at the trend and we're saying, hey, we got to help our people. We got to help our community. So I said, this is what I'm going to do for you guys. I'm going to interview you guys. We're not going to talk about business. We're not going to talk about network. And it's not like, here, come on the couch, but just take a rest and let me interview you guys, and let's get back to basics. How did this started? What are your successful habits? So people can see behind the business and see who Lotus is, see who's Terrence, see who's Wanda, and really enjoy the moments and like, wow, take a different perspective and say, I didn't know Lotus did that. I didn't know, I didn't know this journey was like this. Wow. You guys, really had a rough time to get to this part. And now you see the light, because it's always good to take yourself out of something and really sit back and look at the whole picture and say, wow. So that was one of the things that I wanted to do for Terrence. I'm going to text you tomorrow with the schedule, and it's during the day, then versus in the evening or something during the day, but really have you guys take your hats off just for a minute and just relax and talk about your journey and how successful you are today. And that's what I want to give back to Lotus, Wanda, and Terrence. My uncle, where he's been having a rough time for years. He was very successful in having a heart transplant, kidney transplant. He was on code blue for about maybe 20, like literally, I can't count, 20 times. Anyway, he was in the hospital during the COVID-19. And I said to him, I used to tell him, hey, you need to write a book. I think you need to write a book. So we're here today. I picked up the phone and I'm like, hey, I'm going to interview you. I'm going to interview you. I'm going to bring you on this platform. And he says right away on She Exists. And that I'm like, wow, because he looks at it. Yeah. But the point of what I'm making is you might not be in a place to want to write your book, but you definitely have a purpose to go through over 20 cold blues. I'm going to give you this platform to tell your story. And he was like so amazed. He's like, when you want to do it next week? So I want to say that because Terrence, giving and doing this thing and serving from your heart, there's no dollar that can amount to our purpose. There's no dollar, there's no value in terms of money that can trade our hearts, And I just thought about it. I said, and he didn't give me a hard time. He was like, sure, when you want to do it. And hopefully with him actually being on the platform, that will encourage him to write his book. So those are the things that we can do as far as leaders, from a leader's perspective. Pick up the phone. You also would have people that are so comfortable that they don't know how to reach out, or they don't know how to ask for help. So we have to connect the dots and literally pick up that phone and say, hey, do you want to do this? Can I help you do this? Now, for the entrepreneurs or the new babies that would like to learn about entrepreneurs, there's Glassdoors, there's Indeed, there's a couple of sites that have job opportunities to work from home, and it comes with a training course. So we do have to remember that there's a lot of people that are stuck in their ways, and it's hard to come out, and they are having some difficult times, and they are the prideful ones. They don't know how to ask. So you can go on to Glassdoor, key in your information, and there's companies that would help you start from home. They'll give you all the tools. They'll mail it to your home, and all you have to do is apply it. And sooner or later, once you build that module, now you could be able to take that experience and apply it into yourself and start your own business. So this is just little things of starting, like baby steps, because we've been in the game for some time. We've studied this thing. We've learned the process. We understand that we have to fall in order to rise. You might have a person at the age of 50, 60 that's already tapped out mentally. So now COVID-19 has forced people to want to get into the entrepreneur spirit. They may not know how. So let's start from scratch. And while I was home, I have tapped into a couple of businesses, and I have, put some profiles up And then all of a sudden they were emailing me saying, hey, we'll do a Zoom. Here's a virtual. This is free. And it was like so much knowledge in there. And I'm sure a lot of people may not know that because they're probably not looking in that category. I didn't know it. And between Monday to Friday, I had 30 emails with so many businesses that I haven't heard of, with tools, with training tools, with different modules. So that can be a stepping point in order to get to your next level. Exactly. So I encourage all the young entrepreneurs or the age demographics between 20 to 25 to go in your closet. You look at the old items that you never wore, some of them that still have a name tag on them. Try it on eBay and start to learn to do things and be creative for yourself. Again, like I said, this mask was created with not even a sewing machine, but needle and thread. And it took someone that had passion, that had heart, that had purpose, and say, hey guys, I'm going to make some masks. And it was $5, small as $5. And she's like, hey, I don't want to make any money off the labor, just the money for the fabric. So there's so many ways. Like Terrence said, you know, you could be working at Domino's and you want to go ahead and give back pizza. So She Exists is extending my platform. It's seasonal, really just through COVID-19. If anyone have a story that they want to tell, you know, a journey, just something tragic, you know, painful to break through, I'm willing. I'm here doing this Monday to Friday, noontime. I'm willing to hear your story, and hopefully that would help you ignite and want to have your own destiny in your journey. And hopefully you wake up winning, and then you know that you're unstoppable. So I'm willing to do baby starters, have my platform just to hear your story. You might have cancer, battled with that. You know, you might have been discriminated on a job, something small, because your story is our story. And I'm willing to interview you, listen to you, and help you get to that next level.
Awesome. So with that being said, thank you so much for sharing that. I love it. Super, super powerful. We drop that positive energy. Let's drop that positive energy. Yes. I love it. And a special hello and thank you to Rashana Granberry. She actually is with Primerica. I spoke to her today because she is actually looking to help people start their own business right from home. So if you're trying to start your own business, if you want to get into Primerica, go ahead and check out Rashana Granberry. She could tell you, and who knows, I may even have her on my show coming up soon, or she might be on one of the other shows coming up soon. But it is definitely a way to make money, to help yourself. I'm not endorsing one thing over the other. I just want to let you know that, but I will tell you, this is why we came together, to give you options. And options is what you need in this time where you've been pushed to with your back against the wall. You don't have to stay there with your back against the wall. Come out swinging. Swing, you know, be like Muhammad Ali. He said he sting like a butterfly. What? He float like a butterfly. Float like a bee. So now it's your time to float like a butterfly, but make sure you use the right tools so you can sting like a bee. And in order to do it, you got to prepare now. Don't wait till COVID-19 is over, because if you wait till then, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late to reinvent yourself. It's going to be too late to find out what you need to find out to help yourself take that leg up. It's going to be too late. So start now. So Keisha Moore, good to see Keisha Moore. She also is Primerica. I spoke to Keisha Moore today and invited her to come on, jump on here, because I said, look, we're doing a show to help people make money from home. And I was telling Keisha about it, and she was like, what? You guys doing what? I said, yeah, this is what we do. Mr. Unstoppable, Miss Motivational Queen, and Miss She Exists, and of course, Miss Ignite and Take Flight. This is what we do to help you ignite and take flight and be unstoppable. Step into your territory because you exist and be motivated to move to the next level. So I want to thank each and every one of you that have come on here tonight. You chimed in. People from all over. We got people from the Netherlands. I didn't see my folks from Japan, but I know they watching. We got people from all over, North Carolina, California. And a lot of the things that's so important is that a lot of you are already entrepreneurs or want to be entrepreneurs. And even some of you have said, yeah, I want to be on the show. So if you want to be on the show, message me and let me know. And message me and let me know if you want to be on the Unstoppable show. If you got an unstoppable story, now is your time to tell that unstoppable story, because like we always say, ain't no stopping us now. We are not going to stop. We will not be stopped. And you don't need to stop because you're unstoppable. You got it? And if you want to be motivated and you want to be on the show of I Am Enough because you are enough, or the Winning Evening News, you need to see the Motivational Queen. And guess what? Because she exists, she's going to help you step into your territory on her show. So if you came here tonight looking in your left hand because you had a problem, tonight in the right hand, we've given you several solutions. Now it's time for you to take action. You got to take action. Nobody can do for you what you can do for yourself. Jump into action tonight. Why? Because ain't no stopping us now. And remember this. This is the equation that Terrence gave us. Tell him, Terrence, about the equation.
You got to be willing to serve more before you can sell more. You got to be willing to put yourself out there, not hoping that you get something in return. But guess what? I know for a fact that the more you give, the more you get back.
There you go.
Yeah.
And She Exists. You got anything you want to share with the folks before you go?
Our book is coming out, launching Mother's Day, stepping in your territory. So let's go ahead and be unstoppable, take action, ignite, wake up winning, and all that good stuff. Purchase the book. I'll be right back on Lotus's show, giving out 5 books. Please. Yeah. Whoa.
So if you want that free book, make sure you come to my show next week. Janelle Harris, Miss She Exists herself, will be on with her new book. She's going to help you step into your territory. If you want a free book giveaway from Miss She Exists, make sure you show up for that show, because the come up is in the show up. Okay, and message me. And if you want a book, I'll hold one for you. So with that being said, Miss Motivation, what we got?
The come up is in the show up. I say that we have to become the outlet, so we don't need a plug. We have to become the outlet, so we don't need a plug. Okay, that's what you do.
So for those of you that dropped the mic, she dropped the mic. So for those of you that don't know how to reach some of us, Terrence, tell the folks how they can reach us.
Hey, you can reach me at unstoppablecoaching.com. That's my website. You can reach me on Facebook on my personal page. It's just my name, Terrence Leffridge, or the show pages for Unstoppable Stories Show, or the TSBTL. What's that? That's Talking Small Business with Terrence Leffridge on Facebook. On IG, I'm Unstoppable Coaching. On Twitter, I'm Coach T.
Woo-hoo!
You can reach me.
Go ahead. What you got, Wanda?
Well, all things Wanda D. Hollis. That's everything across the board: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Periscope, Wanda D. Hollis.
TikTok.
Very simple. TikTok, Wanda D. Hollis.
TikTok.
I got it all covered. Okay. And website is IamEnough365.com. Don't forget to check out the I Am Enough talk show here on Facebook, and also Wake Up Winning or Winning Evening News right here on Facebook.
65.com. And as we go out, if y'all put that, y'all type that stuff in there, you know I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get them where they fit in. Go ahead and type that stuff in there and I get it. And Miss Janelle, how can the folks reach you? How can the folks reach you?
The She Exists Network and on the Winning Evening News. So let them get in touch with you and they will get in touch with me.
And if you're trying to get in with Primerica, go ahead and holla at Keisha Moore at 410-508-6270. And also you can holla at her cohort, Rashana Granberry. She will help you help yourself. Step into your territory, wake up winning, and be unstoppable as you ignite and take flight. And with that being said, if you want to reach me, you can reach me right here on the Lotus Riché Ignites Show every week, Tuesday and Wednesday, okay? And definitely always looking to be on each and every one of my cohort show. You never know where I'm going to show up because the come up is in the show up. And until we see you again, be unstoppable, step into your territory, be motivated because you are enough. Ignite and take flight. And
that's right.
We holla!
Wakanda for life. We Wakanda for life.